So here's another battle from Pokecommunity, this time against EmeraldSerenade. And I lead with my Machamp again, and he leads with the Dusclops. So I start by setting up my sub to see what's he fearing a Will-O-Wisp, but he ends up tricking room. So yeah, now he's faster than me. He goes for skill swap, and I just uncock that. He now has my no guard skill, and I wanted him to skill swap it to my Metagross, but he ends up switching as well. So it's no use setting up an agility against the Trick Room team, so I just go for Meteor Mash. He goes for Thunderbolt and gets the Parahags, which is for the first time nice to me, since I am now faster than anything because of the Trick Room. But I get the Parahags literally, so I have to switch because I don't want to get a fire type move from Flareon. But he just superpowers my Suicune. And it does a bit, not too much, and he gets an attack and defense drop, so yeah, I just go for the Calm Mind. And he goes for the Eden Power. I think it's, don't know, it's grass or electric. I have no idea. It's super effective. So he goes back into his Dusclops, and I Calm Mind again. And I'm going to use Surf just to see how much it does. And it does not even half, as he sets up another Trick Room. So I decide to Calm Mind again, and he goes for Seismic Toss, which leaves me with enough health to survive another. Actually, I could survive other two because of Leftovers recovery. But he now uses Destiny Bond. He completely foresees my Surf, and yeah, we both go to hell. It's sad. My Suicune's being pretty nice lately. I like him a lot. He goes back into Flareon as I go to Donphan. I use Stealth Rock. He uses Hidden Power, and I now know it's a Grass Hidden Power because it was super effective on Suicune. I was hoping it was Electric, but luck it was against me. Yeah, he switches, I don't know why. Oh yeah, probably predicting my Earthquake, and was a good prediction. But I at least managed to set up the Stealth Rock. So I now use Ice Shard to see how much it does, and it does pathetic damage, so I'm forced to switch. He yawns. So I switch into my Metagross because he's paralyzed, and Yawn is useless against him. So yeah, he uses Trick Room, which is good for me as I'm now faster than him again. And I go for Meteor Mash. And it doesn't kill him. That Chimecho is probably bulking, physically bulky, because I mean my Metagross has the maximum attack possible. So yeah, he puts the room back to normal again. I just Ice Punch him. Yeah, and he goes back into his Porygon 2 and raises special attack, which is bad, and he also gets the Wish recovery. Yeah, I predicted the Thunderbolt and went to my Flygon, but I couldn't avoid him getting the heal. He now switches into Relicanth, and I just send him to hell with Earthquake. Yeah, I get the Life Orb recoil. Oh, actually he survives. Now I send him to hell with Dragon Claw. I forgot Relicanth has a lot of defense. So now he goes back into his Porygon 2, and he gets the download. I'm still faster since the Trick Room isn't on play now, and I Earthquake him too, and he is dead. Now, yeah, he goes into a Tauros, and now I'm screwed because Tauros is faster than anything in my team. But I switch into my Donphan to see what he uses, thinking he could take an attack from Tauros pretty well, but he seems to be banded, as the return did a lot of damage. I just Ice Shard him to do as much damage as I can. And yeah, now I go back into Metagross, and he sends his Flareon back to play. And I get the Parahex once more, so I have to switch. And this was a bad switch for me as I go into my Kangaskhan, and he uses Superpower. Yeah, my Kangaskhan is completely obliterated for that with that. And he even gets a crit, which probably didn't matter, but it's adding insult to injury. So now I go into my Machamp, and I was stupid and used Substitute, which was stupid of my part. Yeah, and now I have to go to switch, and I go back into my Flygon. Now that I know that Hidden Power is Grass, I don't have anything to fear. So I just roost and hope that Life Orb takes him down. I need as much else as I can against Tauros, so I just keep roosting until his Flareon dies. Yeah, it dies now, I think. Yep, and now he goes back to Tauros. And get the Stealth Rock damage, which is nice. And he kills me now with Return. Now I go back into my Machamp, which also dies with the Return. And he keeps sweeping my entire team, except for my Metagross now. Yeah, I go for Earthquake or Meteor Mash, I don't remember. But I survived the Return, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, I go to the Earthquake, and we both die because of the recoil I die to. So this ends up being a draw, which is pretty awesome. I had never seen a draw before. Yeah, it was a really good match. Draws are cool. So good game, Emerald. Thanks for the fun match and the draw.